Shabbat Shalom, Sister Kate here. First video of the new year. Wanted to say thank you to everyone who came to the predictions live stream. Thank you to everyone who subscribes and supports the channel. Everyone who watches the videos. Thank you very much. And I look forward to kicking Heine in the new year. 2022 was a terrible year for us. We had a death in the family. We had a drought in our garden. And yet near the end of the year, Yah restored many things to us. And then here comes 2023 with surprises. We have a wedding coming up for us. And I was just at a 4-person Hebrew baby shower, all boys expected to be born. So that was kind of a very uplifting experience, and super impressed with all the mamas and the families and so on. And also, you all, I posted a link to a video of an interview with the person who's going to be publishing my pamphlet, which should be coming out this spring, Yah willing. We're both pretty excited about it and working fairly hard on it. And so I intend for 2023 to be a year where I get projects done, projects around our property, projects to improve our life, projects that are going to make my life simpler, easier. I got to go fishing with my grandkids while they were here in our pond, and it's nothing to boast about. The most we caught were little teeny fishes that were just bait fishes, and, you know, to be continued. So this morning, what I'm doing is I'm in another part of our property. I've been taking care of the goats, and I had my electric chainsaw along with me, and I chainsawed down some little trees in areas where we want to begin to clear and let grass and fruit trees grow. So that was pretty productive. I've had a lot of eye-opening and mind-opening experiences in the last week while the grandkids were here, including going on a website called, I believe, Secrets Revealed or Mind Revealed. It's kind of one of those conspiracy channels, and he was doing an in-depth study onto the theme of babies coming from Cabbage Patch in right around 1900. And the whole study really revolved around one woman named Alice Guy, spelled G-U-Y, a French film director and producer, possibly the first woman to ever do a moving picture film. And her first one was a very short snippet, like a 30-second, of her dressed as a fairy in a set that was a cabbage patch, and her pulling babies out from the cabbages and laying them on the ground in front of her. And it's almost, I mean, in our day, we might call it child abuse, because she just picks the babies up, some of them kind of awkwardly. She doesn't hug them. They don't have any clothes on. And when she lays them down, they're squirming and crying. And they're real babies. And there's a whole thing about that. And I thought, the person analyzing it was analyzing it as some kind of great mystery. Do children actually come from cabbages? Was there some sort of cabbage or New World factory producing babies around 1900, and then tying in grandparents and great-grandparents' stories of being orphans and so on? And I thought, no, that's rubbish. What you have there is a woman who possibly was related to childbirth in some way. Either she had a baby, or she saw her sister have a baby, or a friend. She possibly was a midwife, may have known a midwife. And then in a very Victorian society where all those kind of things were straight-laced and frowned upon, to talk about genitalia and birthing and all sorts of things along that theme, this woman found a medium where she could express her feelings, her ideas about it. And it's also linked with some of the themes in the 1900s of the macabre and occultism and mysteries and fantasies and so on. And I found that a very interesting thing to study, but I am absolutely sure it was her representation of giving birth. That's just it. That was just one thing that came to my attention. Another thing that came to my attention were the young people in our Hebrew circles who are just really on fire and spreading out from what they've been doing for the last year or two and into real productivity towards the growth of the Torah community in general. And one of them is the lady who's doing the editing. She's started her own publishing company. She's marketing it online. She's encouraging Torah believers who the Yahweh has laid on their hearts to write books to contact her. And the other one is a brother who is now doing a podcast. It's called Across the Table, and his name is Bob, and he's starting to interview other Torah believers who are giving some amazing testimonies and very inspirational. And also, the more testimonies we get, the more people we can reach out to, because each person's individual testimony will speak to people like them. And so you can have a wide variety of people talking about how they came to Torah, and they're going to reach a wider audience than if it's just one person. Makes sense, right? And so this just came out. He just started it, and I'm so impressed with the spirit-filled motivation behind both of those young people. And really, in our experience, and PJ and I experience, we've encouraged a lot of people over the 10 years we've been here to start a YouTube channel, do their homesteading or their craft or whatever it is that they're really good at, get online, get a social presence, and get advertising money, or spread their business. And some of them have taken that advice and done okay, and some have taken that advice and not done great, and some of them have just taken off. Kind of like TJ at Bear Independent. He came and saw us and talked to us, and we gave him ideas, and he just took off with them and basically built the empire that is Bear Independent now, through a lot of hard work, and helping people and bringing people along in the process. And so that's pretty exciting to see, and I'd like to see more of that in our community. And you see it also online with ladies who are starting to sell their goat soap products, milk, skin creams, lip balms, bee products. It throws a kink in the Walmart-y centric American economic situation where we have these big box stores and their powerhouses. These individual farmers and ranchers and shepherds who are being productive and able to share their products it's creating sort of an alternate economy, and I think that's healthy. I think the more competition we get in our economic world, the better. More free market economy, and so that's really exciting. And I want to see. I'm very looking forward to seeing how all of that continues to grow. Also, yeah, so that's some of the ideas I've seen in the last week. I mean, we've gone from -2 to 70 degrees in that week, and so I'm out here in shorts and in a sweat and a t-shirt that one supporter of PJ's gave him, and I think it's a great shirt. Let's see if I can get you to see it. There we go. It's got a really cool stuff on the front of it, and then some really cool stuff on the back of it. So we're not to be fooled that this warm weather is then it for until springtime. No, our area gets this, and then it lasts about 2 weeks, and then it goes back to winter weather. So this has got to be a productive time for us just to take advantage of it. All right, y'all, I'm going to get back to it. I hope you intend to be very productive in 2023 as well, and to stick together and be part of this whole community, the online community, the Torah community, the homesteading community, retired people community, all of it. I hope you look forward to being a part of it. All right, bless y'all. I'm going to get to it. Shalom.